on a shaft like this. And I've got a little trick for you. What we'll do is we'll mill this down and we'll slide a sleeve over it, glue it on, and the Clausing lathe to do this project. Come on. Here we are at the Clausing lathe. I've already indicated the all thread into position, so I'm ready to turn the first part of this. Now, and then we're going to bring in and drill a hole so we can set a center to it. That was easy. Now we're going to pull this out and re-indicate and set up a new live center for this. Okay, we've got that dialed in to a 10,000th of an inch. What we're going to do next is we're going to turn down this surface here for this sleeve, and it's just a little over the size of this bearing, and we'll turn the entire length of the shaft at this diameter. So the shaft has been turned down. I have a new sleeve. It fits a little bit loose, which is okay because we're going to solder it actually into place. Very simple to do. We're going to take some flux, pour it on here. It's actually heat activated. Okay, we've got the flux on there. Now we're going to, like I say, solder this into place. And we're going to heat it up. And the solder itself will actually do what's called a capillary action. As soon as this heats up, I touch it with solder. The solder is going to pull all the way into this and seal it up. This is like soldering copper for plumbing joint. Very similar, except we've got a lot more mass that has to be heated up before the solder will melt into place. I was going to shut it off from rotating, but this will actually be a more accurate way to let it cool. One of the challenges I'm really concerned with is, did we warp this? And there's only one way to find out, is that I unfortunately am not one of those. We're going to let this cool down and we'll start turning it in just a few minutes. We're all finished up. There's a few things I'm going to do off camera just to clean up a little bit, put some chamfers on it and that kind of stuff. But the great thing is the soldering worked really well. And I think this is a great technique to repair lead screws. So now for part 2, we have to build this part. We have to make this nut look like this. Boy, one of these is not like the other, is it? All right, guys.